Welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Now in today's tutorial we're going to be inking one of my previous videos. In fact, it was the last tutorial with the post and the barbed wire. Well, I've decided we're going to ink that. Now I've broken it down into 3 segments. Now in the first segment being I've sped it up, but I narrate over it, so I explain everything to what we're doing. And then we move on to the second segment, which is in normal time, but I've got some lovely music. You're going to love listening to it, just nice and relaxing. And that's what art's about, just relaxing and enjoying it. Now in the third section, or third segment, what we're going to be doing is just finishing it all off, and I talk through it all. So I think you're going to really enjoy it. And just remember, you know, if you want to start from the beginning, go back to my earlier videos. And that's just with the absolute beginner's guide using basic shapes. But if you have followed through on those and everything and you're up to here, you'll find it's not hard. Drawing's not hard. It's just about taking your time and be prepared to make mistakes and enjoy it. Alright? So anyway, yeah, so let's do it.
Okay, now this is the drawing that we've just finished with the barbed wire and a part of the post. It's just a section of it. So I just wanted to show you how to go about inking it. I've had some people asking me about the inking side of things, so I thought, well, let's have a go at it, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. Now what I find with inking, I try to do it very much in the same sort of vein as when I'm using the graphite, and it's all about layers. So I'll just do, and this now I'm going very lightly here, and I'll just what I'll do is just go over it here a little bit there, and I tend to move around a bit. I tend to see things like, oh yes, I'll do that, because in my mind it's nothing like, it's not just a flat image. It's darker and lighter, even though we're using a black fine liner. But we can do it at different weights as far as the pressure we put on it, and like I'll come back and go over it again. You know what I mean? It's very similar, as I said, to using a pencil. Now the thing with graphite, with the ink, and I'm using a Unipin fine liner number 3, is that you can't be scared. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be bold, and you know you're going to make the odd mistake, but it doesn't matter. You'll get there. You just got to just keep practicing and don't be scared, because once you get worried about making a mistake, you'll start making mistakes. And even though you've got to make mistakes, but you've got to try and make as few as possible once you start using the old pen, because, as I say, they're not very forgiving. So just be bold, take your strokes. Because we're doing this after we've done the initial graphite drawing. And you don't have to do it on all of them. I just find that I really enjoy using the ink, using the fine liners, because it just brings a whole new dimension. Now with the on this particular drawing, yes, the staple in the old, because it is really old rustic wire, and that it's pitted in places. So I'm trying to sort of just give it that little pitted effect, and I do that using the ink fine liner and also in conjunction with the graphite. And it's the same thing, I sort of go with the flow or go with the way that the image that I'm drawing is going, like because the staple's round, it's rounded across and top and bottom. And I do the same as when I'm doing the line drawing or the pencil graphite. Of course, I'm going, and the shop sped it up, so we're going, I think it's about 8 times faster than what I'm normally drawing at. Might even be faster, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is the same process. Just building layers. And I call it a platinum finish. And that is that I don't take all the graphite out. So I use both, you know, and I just love that effect. I love that finish. Especially for old rustic things. Now I'm going back over up there again. But as the drawing progresses, you know, and you'll see things a little bit differently. So you can go back and go, oh yes. And then I go with my blender and blend things around. Using my Tombow, taking out some highlights. Brush it off. Now down this area, like I said when we were actually drawing the initial graphite drawing, that area was all sort of burnt here. And I didn't want to put that in. I wanted to just create a bit more texture. And that's what happens with reference photos. You know, and like I always say, the reference photo, even though it was a good drawing, it's a guideline. It's something we want to draw. It's our drawing. So I'd rather look at the texture rather than seeing a whole lot of black charcoal personally. There you are. So that's where we're going with the pen and ink. And in the next part of this, I might just slow it down a bit so we can just take our time a bit. All right? See you shortly.